Twitter hasn't been saving the live recordings anymore. Is that something new?
I don't know. That's actually one of the things that I'm struggling with right now. I'm trying to build this thing on Replit, and it required me to download all of my Twitter data. And if I get the workspace to load, I'll screen share. But I'm trying to simultaneously download the DCL update and get Replit going, and my computer's just like,
Yeah, it's not happy.
clearly not cut out for me to be a dev or cut out for me to LARP as a dev. It's not. It's like very annoyed with me overall.
I'm going to
So I'm
share
trying to
it.
stuff out. I'm also I'm a person who has 1,000 tabs open constantly. So
Yeah.
that's not happening.
Okay, I'm gonna post the I think maybe I didn't post it, and that's why I'm here on Twitter right now, just looking around. But it's just weird because normally it would always do it like automatically. It's okay. I just posted it twice. But yeah, I was having issues logging in too. So seems like a sleepy day today. We have Leilani's son with us. I think Alan was about to head
Yeah,
over.
it still takes me forever for me to download. In fact, let me reboot. My computer's just like really crawling right now. I'll be right there.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. Well, right now we're going to be playing around with some tools. Obviously, going to go over what Rizal was talking about, some of his Replit things. But I wanted to. I don't know why this is being weird. It was kind of flickering. It's so weird. I'm not sure why it's flickering. It might be the resolution. Maybe it's just flickering for me. I'll just get started playing with it. Let's see. Trying to see if everything is working. Um, Let me open this up. I think it might be I was messing around with some display settings things. Display settings to, let's see, let's go back to 150. No, I didn't do it. Not sure why this is flickering. It was working fine earlier. Well, we'll just play back and forth. Maybe the more I play with it, the better it will get. I think I'm going to switch back the display settings so then I can see the menu a little bit better. So, MagicaVoxel, if any of you guys haven't played with it, it's something we used to play. I mean, we used to do a different show, different metaverse. MagicaVoxel was, it's just such a fun tool for doing all sorts of cool things. Here, let me show you some of the pre-built stuff they have here so you guys can see some of the cool stuff. Okay, there it is. Let's go. Here are just some pre-built models that you can check out. Hey, Fred Elf, thanks for joining us. Let me, let's go in the castles. I see you dancing. Hey, everybody. Thanks, Dr. Drip, for joining us. Today I'm just, oh, wait, it's not. Let me see if it's going back. I think it's just a little slow on the stream. Not sure why it's not showing anything. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's strange. It is showing. I'm not sure, again, why the flickering is happening. But these are some of the pre-made models. I'm trying to see. Technical difficulties with new software. And Rizzo's having some issues loading Decentraland, but he should be here shortly. So I'm waiting for it to catch up. I think what I'm seeing on the display is a little bit old, but Okay, what I'm going to do is just keep walking through here. I think it might be a MagicaVoxel thing, or I think sharing in conjunction with. Here, let me stop that for a second. And I'm going to deactivate this for a second. I'll be right back. It's very strange. Hold on a second. Stop streaming. I'm going to deactivate. Yeah, it's having some technical issues today, the screen. Okay. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Um, right now, I'm going to try and add Rizzle again. Hey.
Oh shit.
Okay.
We're almost there. We got through it. Sorry about that.
Let me see. I've been having a little issue right now with. Hold on. With whenever I open up Discord and screen share, it's like flickering all weird.
Yeah, it's saying on my end, stream failed to start, but everything seems to be like messed up on my side. So
Might just be another technical difficulty day. But this is a bummer. Okay, hold on.
oh my god,
Let me see if I bring it over here. No, it's still flickering.
I was just complaining about this.
Oh, maybe if
I'm like,
I don't screen share on here, just include our audio and then you can watch in world. Let me stop. Let me try that. But then we need to be able to talk. Well, okay, I'll stop here.
right,
Yeah,
so
okay.
almost
I'll stop here and then I'll
get
I'll fix OBS. Maybe just
oh,
oh, actually this works.
Hey.
Okay. This new approach works. It's just the screen sharing for some reason. Here, I'll move can you see in world?
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm getting a blank screen, but everything is messed up on my end. So, you know, hello, everybody. Welcome to us troubleshooting yet again on Tuesday. I was saying earlier, I've actually been troubleshooting all day, and it's like really.
Oh.
If,
You just
working. I'd love to show fractalians.
You just cut out for a second.
Everything's broken. I'm trying to get Replit loaded so I can show you, but I feel like every time I refresh, it's like chopping up my internet.
Let me see if at least it's showing. It's so weird. The stream is not happy. It's like delayed by like a ton. Okay, I'm going to deactivate it again. Stop streaming. Today is the day we break it all.
Yeah, we're right. Starting off strong here.
Okay. Thank you guys for your patience in the audience. Sorry for the technical. I have no idea. I've never had this happen. Yeah, but I've said that before. This has never happened.
Trying. We're getting there. Getting somewhere. Hey. I really want to show you what I'm building. Yo, so this is a great like time for me to complain about exactly what's going on here. Because I'm like, okay, using the tools honestly, and a lot of what you taught me over the past like few months, I've been able to. Replit must be messed up right now. I'm gonna blame it on.
I
Replit.
think. I don't know. It's not. No, it's not even streaming anything in world. Dios mío. What the fuck? It sucks because there are people here, and then we just like.
Can they hear us?
I know because it's not even streaming. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me try again. Deactivate, activate. Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe it's just MagicaVoxel has have issues. What I'll do is I'll just pre-record what I was going to show and show it next time because I think it was wreaking havoc. So sorry, everybody. I thought it was going to be a MagicaVoxel demo day, but it's crashing everything. I don't know if it's MagicaVoxel in conjunction with Discord being a pain in the butt. I think it.
Everything's breaking.
Yeah.
Nothing's working on my end either.
Ooh, what is that? Oh my god, look at that. Hold on a second. Do you see that amazing
Dude,
emote?
JL,
What is that?
whatever that
That
was.
is so freaking awesome. What in the world, J Elf? It's like a weird dream, and you're the god being in the dream or something. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Well, since Magical Voxel for some reason is giving us a nightmare, let me at least let me see if I can screen share the world so everyone out
Oh,
there
all
can
right.
see. Okay, there we go. So you can screen share now too if you want to
Okay,
share what you were
Replic's
working on.
actually saying that Replic's having problems, so that makes me feel slightly less crazy. So I'm like, oh my god. Um, no, that's a shame. I can show you what I'm working on with the Whip Meetup website, and that works, and I should be able to screen share.
Maybe
So
tell
I'll show you
everybody
that.
about, like, let's
Um,
say if there's any artists and joining us and what the whip is, how if they want to be featured on the whip, like some info about that would be awesome.
yeah, actually, let's see if this helps because in theory, the website should help people understand more about what all that is without me having to explain poorly every single time. Can you see my screen share in Discord?
No.
Okay. Wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Alan, what up? Hopefully
Just
you guys
checking.
can hear. We're having, for some reason, Magic of Voxel is not.
Oh,
What?
yeah, stream. I don't know. Stream failed to start. It's giving Discord's
I
giving
could
me
share
problems.
the site. I mean, let's see if I am able to share your site.
Can you? Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
You need to
Just go to
send
the
me.
whipmeetup.com. It should work.
Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, the whipmeetup.com.
But it's like a bit unnerving because I want to be able to share my stream and nothing on my computer is working at all. I mean, not like unnerving.
Well, oh,
Unnerving is
wait
not
a
the right
minute.
word.
No, it's like
Annoying is
now
the
it's
correct
wanting to
word.
share. Look, what just happened? Something is really weird. Everything is working like extra slow motion. So, you guys are here for the show of no, nothing is working technically, and I really wanted to show Magic Voxel. Okay, here, let me see if I can screen share the site, and then you can see it too.
There's something weird with Discord because I'm not able to watch your stream.
You can't? Can you see it in world?
No, I can't
There
see
we
it
go.
in world.
It just updated to the website.
Yeah, I can't see it though for whatever reason.
Oh,
So,
well, for some
um,
reason. Yeah, it's so slow. This is like
uh,
I'm in a weird dream where nothing is working. Why is this? Thank you guys, everyone here hanging out, watching the debacle of trying to do live streams in Decentraland can sometimes be frustrating. Okay. Yay, J Elf. Oh my god. I love that wearable. That is the coolest thing. That is magic elf power. Yes, it is. Definitely. Okay. It's like I think it's like on weird. Okay, I'm gonna deactivate and activate again. It's not updating my stream.
now I can see your stream on mobile. It works.
Really? Now I can't see the stream. It's like I have an updated stream and it's like not. Oh, I know what it's doing. I'm such a dumb. Okay. No, but it should. I'm seeing it right now.
Yo, I don't know what it's doing. I can't get anything to work at all.
Okay.
I've broken
Deactivate.
everything.
And the website is right here. I'm gonna
Oh
move.
shit!
What?
All right, hang on. I got Replit working. Oh fuck! All right, let me go back to desktop, see if we can make this work.
Okay, I'm trying to fix my thing too before everybody leaves. Okay. There
Oh
we
yes. All right, it's working. Good.
Okay, but I don't know if it's working in world now. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's working now. But it's so weird. It's like delayed. Like it keeps streaming what I already streamed even though I deactivated it. So, it's always great to troubleshoot in public. It's like makes me feel
All right.
so together.
Dude, I mean, I've done this like a million times where you troubleshoot ahead of time and then you show up at like on time and still nothing works. So, it's not like we haven't done this a million times. Sometimes you just show up and like, I don't know, everything's broken. I think I just rammed too much stuff through my bandwidth earlier and it caused everything to fail on my end for way too long. So I'm gonna blame something on that.
Okay, it looks like it might
Yo, yeah, I
actually.
can tell you about.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say, can you see my screen share now? Like if I were to do that?
Oh, yeah, let me watch your stream. I don't see anything. Wait, it's loading. Okay, I see it. I'm gonna disconnect mine. I'm gonna stop streaming and see if yours works. Okay.
Oh yeah, sweet. Looks like it's up.
In world, it's just really delayed in world. I've never. It's recording, so I can always upload this later if you guys want to watch. If you guys can actually hear me, but
All right, let's see. I'm gonna show this, and then I can show. All right, let me start with the. Sorry.
what
I'm
stream
gonna
is
start with
ended?
the
It says stream is
website.
ended. Did you close
Yep,
it?
that's me. Okay. Yes. So I know this is a delay. We're gonna start with the WIP website, and then I can explain everything as it goes or whatever. So let me know if you can see it.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I can see it.
Okay, cool. All right. So this is the WIP website. The WIP meetup is the longest running Web3 metaverse meetup. Builders, creators, artists gather every Thursday, 12 p.m. Pacific time since 2019. And we come through DCL often. So I think most people here are familiar with the WIP in some capacity. We meet every Thursday and basically showcase cool artists, builders, and creators that do stuff in Web3. And so one thing that so it's a volunteer community. It's just sort of been an informal collaborative effort with a lot of help over the years. Fractillions has been a huge help throughout the years in a variety of capacities, as well as a lot of members of the community. And it's just sort of a fun, wacky event. But one of the things that we've been lacking forever is a website, and that's because we have no money. We're again just sort of a volunteer collective. And so, inspired by some of the stuff that I've learned along the way here with Fractillion, I managed to vibe code a pretty sophisticated website, and it looks good. And I know there's some delay with the video here, so I'll go slow. But basically, it's everything we need in terms of having all the information in one place of what we do. You can watch our latest event on YouTube, which should be auto updating, but that's something I've been arguing with the bots about. We'll see if it does it next week. It talks about how we customize our worlds each week. We're in a different world each week. Again, sometimes we come through DCL. We have our own jump off place in Hyperfy at the moment. We give out stuff each week. So here's information about the WIP token and the free NFT gifts that you get from signing the guest book. More information about supporting the community, blah, 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 blah. All the links at the bottom. And so this is just something I vibe coded. I mean, it took a few days and it took me dumping not even that much money into it. I probably dumped maybe like $50 into the into Lovable in order to build this faster, as fast as I wanted to. But if I were to take my time and build something less sophisticated, I would have been able to string it out. But it's got a pretty, again, sophisticated episode archive. You can watch a random episode. You can explore the guests. It's got a big, whatever you call this thing, scrolly John, that you can find all their names. You can go through all the events of all the years. You can search by people. You can, again, find a random one. We got a merch thing, and again, through Lovable helped me get set up. A combination of Lovable and ChatGPT. It's like, I don't know if anyone's ordered anything. It says the hat's popular. That would be great. But I hooked this up, and I had to do this through a different website and string it through this website, and Fractilians, you'd be so proud. And now I'm doing all this shit. So since we met in East Denver, I've been talking to Trizlet about this button that I really want him to help build. That's going to help streamline the whole guest list process, right? So if you go back to the beginning page, we have this whole process where people come to our world. You've got to click the thing and you sign the guest book. You got to enter your ETH address, so you get token, and your NFT and your email address, so you get added to our. Look at that. It goes right to the Substack. I don't know if you saw it on the screen share, but that's cool.
Awesome.
The links work. That's good.
Decentraland just crashed.
It's been helping me.
For me, Decentraland is not loading, but I'm trying to get it loading. But at least we're streaming. We're streaming. We're doing a job. We're trying.
We're capturing it somehow.
Yeah.
So Trizlet's been helping me build back end that will help obfuscate the need for the guest book. And what I want to happen eventually is that if you're at one of our events, maybe it's in DCL, maybe it's in HyperFi, maybe it's wherever, there's a button in world that we have control over, that instead of like having to open up a Google Doc and enter all your information, it actually like remembers you from the previous time. Maybe you just have to like sign a transaction or enter your email address and everything. And it just does all that for you each time in world natively with the click of a button. And so we're building the pipeline for that now. And that's what this sign in part is. Like before it goes into a object in the metaverse, we got to figure out how this whole sign in process is. So we click on sign in. Trizlet's company is Token Smart. They're building the back end of this. And so you would sign into Token Smart, and that would, roll you into the guest book, the email thing, and like whatever on the back end. And so anyway, all this is some complicated shit. And I'm like, so now I'm like, I gotta outsource this to GitHub, and I gotta do some shit on Versal, which you're probably familiar with, but I was not up until now, to run this API through for Trizlet's thing to work on the back end. But it's pretty fucking cool and stuff that I would have never been able to do in the first place. And it's honestly all in the spirit of building better shit that we can use like in world that'll make the our metaverse a better experience for our users and the people who attend our events. Also, this is a useful thing across the board for anyone who's doing shit in the metaverse. We need better shit that like streamlines the process and makes people's experience in world be less janky and more fun. And so it's cool. I mean, it's cool that I'm able to actually be a big part of building this thing, because again, a year ago these tools didn't exist, and here I am doing shit on GitHub and like downloading repositories and stuff. And credit to you, Fractilians. I would never have had the confidence to dive into this had you not like really pushed me over the past several weeks while doing this and everything. So I can pause there, but anyway, I wanted to show you the update of what I've been cracking on with the tools that you gave me. And I got stuff on Replit too that's finally loaded that I can show you as well. But
yeah, maybe do that, since my computer's seems like it's going to crash if I do anything other than leave it be. Maybe you screen share on your end. I've never had that much technical difficulty.
Yeah, I can keep going. So let's see. So let me show you. see where am I? Okay, I'm on the web. So let me go to. Did it show you the Substack? Does it use screen
Yeah.
share when I go
Yep.
to the separate window?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let me go to my website. So this again, vibe coded. I added my PFP in the background last time. And I'm like, let's see. I added some cool things. It updates with the whip, like the latest event, shows my project, blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is my shameless plug for myself. I'm like, sort of working with all these bots and everything. And I'm like, all right, bots, look at all my shit. I'm trying to get a gig, right? I'm trying to work with some cool projects. I want to present myself as a forward thinker. I'm very well connected. You can see through all the guests that have come through all my shit, as well as I'm like, tell me what to do, bot. Like, help me flex my shit. I've got a lot that I'm working with, and I want to work with cool projects, and I want to create a presence online that shows that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm available to consult with people, whatever. And so, anyway, it took a combination of like a lot of things that I'd fed it over time, and then I asked it some random. This is ChatGPT, by the way, uh, which is like basically what I've been using to do a bunch of shit for the whip, like spin up banners and everything over the past year. So unintentionally, ChatGPT has like sort of gotten to know me and know what I'm doing out here. And I asked it a random question. I was like, is there an AI that can scrape my Twitter and pull all the videos that I've posted from there so that I can like compile them in some way and use them in mashups and like sort of get them all in one place because they're absolutely not now. And I know that if I push them on Twitter, that they were good enough for me to use as some type of like promo for an event or something like that. So anyway, I was like, I want all that shit and I want to ram it through AI and see what it does with it and make some cool shit. And fucking ChatGPT came up with this great idea. It's like, oh, based on what you were doing before, you should consider building this thing that's become more sophisticated than I wish it was. This Rizzle guest graph. And hang on, I'm gonna try and but it's like and it's not wrong. ChatGPT is like, this is gonna help you flex your shit. And so can you see it now? So we're on the Rizzle guest graph. Right, guest graph. We're gonna come up with a better name.
So nobody. It seems like people aren't hearing us in Decentraland. But then Dr. Drip said that there's been. He said. There's been issues streaming all week, possibly longer. So it's not just us, but we're streaming across everywhere else. So I told them I'm gonna quickly link to Twitter, and then you guys can tell everybody you can listen to us there too, because that's working.
Right.
So and
He'll blame TCL. It's who knows at this point. I had to reboot because I broke everything on my end, and I actually restarted my internet, which helped and everything. But I think I'm really pushing the levels of my setup here because this is not what it's built for. What I normally use it for, and I've been cranking my computer pretty hard, building a whole bunch of shit lately, and having a great time, except it's really fucking frustrating. And I'll get to that part in the story after I continue to ramble on about this guest graph, but it is cool shit.
no,
How are we doing
definitely,
over there?
it's.
Are you able to?
I can see nothing's fucking working. Sorry, I'm like we're showing up as if we have a lot of people watching us on Twitter, which is surprising. I'm like, look, we showed up. I've never seen myself show up on the sidebar. Is that because crypto?
Oh,
There's
nice.
nobody in crypto right now, and having
Yeah,
14 people watching one thing crypto related that's the first
right.
time ever.
There's literally nothing else going on,
Or
and
Twitter
everybody
is
hates
just
crypto.
so yeah, pretty much. It's like um but I'm glad to hear all that progress has happened, and that's exactly what the whip has needed for a long time. And it's also just great to let everybody know who's hopefully listening from the Central and watching there and here, like how if eventually if they have a cool project that this the whip is a resource they can reach out to you. So on the site, I'm sorry if I missed it, I was just troubleshooting. If you're like somebody who wants to be featured, and I know you guys are booked out for a while, Where do
Ooh.
you go to request, hey, I want to be on your show?
You know, I am going to leave a reminder for myself and vibe code that into this
Okay,
because
I would think that would be
that
the
is
most
something
important
that we
thing.
should have in here. Like
And
that's
also
very simple.
a button saying, hey, want to work with the whip, you on like a side thing, like, sponsorship or
Yep.
like regular guest. Those should be like prominent. Like, because if I go there
Yes.
and I'm somebody new, I'm like, hey, I've heard about the whip. I want to be featured. Oh, hey, I like the whip. I want to sponsor. That should be like front and center. So you don't have to dig for it. Because then I hate digging for shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. This is. Hang on. I'm like actually gonna sponsor. What the other thing you just
Oh,
said?
sponsor and then like a guest, like
And
wanting to be, yeah,
how to be featured. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm literally leaving that note for myself in Discord here, and I appreciate that feedback a lot. Half of this has been an exercise in just trying to compile all the information that we have like in one place, and now that just have like a proper splash page with just information out there, trying to build the next level of things. And so that's actually exactly what I'm doing with Trizlet, right? We're trying to do some sign-in shit for our events, but like once you go to how do I be sponsored, how do I be featured, these are interactive things that require some thought and where to point people towards on the back end, and don't want to expose yourself to a flood of bots or scams or bullshit or whatever. And so, uh, excuse me, some of these are like probably as simple as like reach out to me or like a link to, oh my God, fucking Siri, get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Siri, go away.
Well, I know when Siri thinks you're talking to it and you're just like, no, that's not what I
Siri,
want.
go away.
This was my favorite moment in today's stream,
So
by the
annoying.
way.
Oh my God. Right? It's just one thing after
I
another. Give
know.
me a fucking break.
Today was like,
Anyway, so those are great ideas. Those are great ideas and something that I will actually try and implement sooner rather than later, because I think you're right. We need like some calls to action with that shit. But again, this is like so much more sophisticated than anything we've ever had. So I'm farther down the rabbit hole, right? So I'm doing shit like exactly what you're saying. I'm building buttons that are interactive that lead to things. I'm working with Trizlet. I'm LARPing as a dev. Building the plumbing for this metaverse stuff, and it's fucking cool to be able to build this stuff that I think really. I think some of the shit that we're working on, yourself included, we have Rostan coming on the whip this week, who's a DCL
oh,
legend. If
nice,
anyone's
nice.
around Thursday, 3 p.m., speaking of the whip, right, the countdown is here. It's right on the splash page. You're looking at thewhipmeetup.com. Rustan is coming on, and Zero X Quan is coming on, I think, next week. Another legendary DCL builder. And so I think it's actually like a really exciting time for the people who have been deep into this space for a really long time and now just have an incredible amount of tools at their disposal to build shit that actually makes this experience better for us. And we've sort of been handcuffed by platform limitations and technology limitations for a really long time. And now we're really not. It seems like gloves are off and everything. And so I'm so far down the rabbit hole. I'm fighting with robots about shit that I shouldn't even be getting frustrated, because I should be impressed that I'm even doing this shit in the first place. But goddamn, it's frustrating when you just want this shit to work and you're just like, I feel like I'm arguing with like a disgruntled developer that like needs a snack or something. I'm like, fucking Replit, go get a snack, come back when you're in a better mood and cooperate.
Well, I think it's infinitely more patient than a disgruntled dev. When you think about it. And you don't have to pay it. Well, you do. You pay in tokens, right?
Right. No, I know. I'm trying to like parse it out so I'm not going broke here.
No, I had to stop.
So
I
this
spent
is where
like,
I'm at,
yeah.
Reptilians. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. So, what was like? I'm trying to follow what you're saying, and I'm trying to fix things on the back end, and then I end up doing nothing. So what is that main issue you were having then? Just loading, or there was a particular one you were wanting to talk about?
No, so this is where I'm at. So I'm like, now that bots know me, right? And they're like, all right, you got the wit, you got all these guests, you're trying to like present yourself publicly in a way that lets people know that you're available for advising or consulting or work or whatever, like, how to take all this shit and make it look good. And it's like you should create this like really cool interactive guest graph, right? And that's where I'm at right now, where like anyone who's come through your shit, they can search for themselves, and it will not only tell them who they are most connected to of the other people who have been your guests, but it'll also pull up all their shit.
Oh,
So
that's
like,
really cool.
right now I'm clicking on right. So like I'm clicking on Bay, and this is just sort of a demo. It doesn't really work. So it says Bay is like most connected to Josie Bellini and It's Really Show. And if you click on Bay, in theory, once I fucking continue to fight these robots, all the videos that have been compiled from the whip with Bay will show up, and it'll also give you information about Bay and her involvement and how she's connected and show you how she's connected to other people who've come through. And everyone's getting like tags associated with the shit, right? Josie's tagged as an artist. She should probably also get a builder tag. But again, this is like an imperfect demo. Danielle Doodle's an artist, right? So it's cool, right? And I've got like there's like, I don't know, 500 something guests that have come across the whip and my podcast over the years and everything. So I'm cranking on this, right? I'm like doing pretty well. And then I had this idea. I was like, oh shit, I should compile all the videos that I posted on Twitter. And that's what I was talking about earlier. And so I'm at this part where if I can, in addition to all the whip videos, all the metaverse videos, all the videos that we've done with Josie or Bay Backner, right, in DCL. Bay Backner is a good one, right, because we've come through DCL like a billion times. So let's use her as an example. So this should populate all the whip videos that we've done with Bay in DCL. It should show you who that has come through my stuff that Bay is most connected to, which would probably be a lot of DCL people, but there's obviously overlap. So Bay would be a cool one to explore once this is finished because she's deep into the DCL community. But you get to see where her like tentacles spread out into neighboring communities and pockets of friends or whatever, and people that, again, have come through the whip and my podcast and everything. So what I'm trying to do, as well as have it populate those videos, is any of the promo videos that I've pushed out on Twitter for those events should also get compiled and put in here, and also auto tagged for any of the guests that have come through as well. So in addition to, and I'm like, and now I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like now I'm like too deep into this and it's getting too complicated and the JSON file is too fucking big. But anyway, I'm like, this would be really cool, right? Because Bay's in a bunch of promo videos with a bunch of other people and they should be like tagged and categorized and whatever. And it's actually really easy with all the metaverse promo videos that I've pushed out there because AI doesn't have to try very hard to like scan faces or anything. Like all of our names are literally right above our fucking heads.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Right? So it can like scan all of them and pop them into here. So anyway, all morning this morning, I've been fighting with various robots because my so it's like you gotta, so I'm like, how do I do this, right? It's like you gotta download your Twitter archive. I'm like,
yeah,
right, cool. I downloaded my Twitter archive. I almost broke my fucking computer because it's gigantic. And so it's like now you gotta compile a JSON file, and I'm like, all right, again, it's like 10 billion lines that go into this JSON file, and the JSON file, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, what am I doing making JSON files? Anyway, I am, and it seems to be working. But now the JSON file is too big for me to upload into either ChatGPT or Replit in order for it to take a look at it and compile. And now it's like, oh, all you gotta do is like write a script for it to like scrape all the videos from the JSON. And I'm like, fucking A. I feel like ChatGPT sort of backed me into a corner here with this idea where now I'm just like doing all this shit that I don't really know what I'm doing. And I am making progress and I am learning a lot along the way. And I think if I can figure this out, this is going to be like a pretty dope thing that I've managed to put together that's unique to myself and the whip and everything. You know, it's replicable in some way, but not. This one is unique to my thing. But shit, I need some sort of like JSON compressor, or
Well, you
I
can
need to
Vicube that
figure out a
shit.
different way.
Everything's
Right?
like, if you have a problem, you know how
Right
to
now, I
fix
need to
it now.
vibe code a JSON compressor to
Oh yeah,
fucking
just like
solve
a
a
like all the
stupid
stuff.
problem that I
Yep,
didn't have yesterday.
yep. But that's the thing, you can, and then I mean, the best thing is like diving in and like actually talking to all the dev people that I know, some of them, and being like, hey, I have this issue. How would I even prompt this in the best way possible? Like how doing a little bit, like I try to plan things out like as much as I can ahead of time before I prompt anything, because it'll save you token time, like
Right.
all of that. So at that point, it's like, okay, I have this issue. You could ask, say I have ChatGPT and Claude as well. Before I go into Replit, I use that to brainstorm and then go to Replit because I can use a hell of a lot more code. If I'm asking all these things in Replit, and then I just stopped using it because I spent too much money. When I get more money, I really want to get a Mac Mini, and then it's all hell's gonna break loose because there's a place here that has like 50 of them. I'm like, I need to get my hands on one of those and start doing weird shit and letting it, yeah. Have you using it because I spent too much? Oh, weird. Why is my? Did you just hear that?
That might have been me. I was trying to like retweet us on Twitter, and I might have like screen shared
Oh,
me
okay.
like putting that live on stage. Just fighting tech problems in real time.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I just heard
Welcome,
myself get why am I
welcome to our
repeating?
event.
Yeah.
We should just, over the years, I think our events are most famous for us trying to do too many things simultaneously and everything breaking. And
But I
I
agree.
think that's what we do best.
I
And once the dust settles, like good shit emerges, out the other side and everything. But yeah, it's a lot of that.
yeah.
You also talk to me. I'm interested to hear like any feedback that you have. I appreciate your feedback on the WIP website and everything. Any feedback you have on any of the stuff that I've been working on, and also just curious to hear what you've been up to since ETH Denver, and what you've been working on with all this stuff lately.
Well, I'm trying to like figure out next steps and kind of just playing. I just want to like do like a YouTube video dump, shorts dump, and long form dump of everything I've been working on, because it's that whole idea of like how to continue doing cool things considering Web3 is where it is right now, but like and how to do it in a non, like I've been looking, for like I have part-time work, but soon Web3 is going to end after being in Web3 for 6 years. It's like basically now after being in it full time, it's going to be zero. So like, oh, I still love it. I still want to build. I still want to do stuff around it. There may not be money, but how can I do things to share all this, whatever, just builds and all the content I've been doing, and like
Right.
trying to do that. And then maybe eventually, like I've looked, been looking at some grant stuff, but like everything takes so much time. So like right now, I just want to like, I want to do more streaming, which is what we're doing right now, and just start building. And like the minute I start like planning and stuff, I feel like I'm not doing. It's just like I just want to like actively like you're saying, like building, like which you are, and it's so much more fun to actually do something, iterate, and just keep going and playing. It's like how do, and I remember back to that ETH Denver, that one guy who said, "Stop looking for the Mr. Moneybags to hire you and do your own shit, and make your own money." So it's kind of like I think of all of ETH Denver, that was it. That was the takeaway. That was constantly that a lot of us heard, especially if we're in Camp Biddle. It's like this is the time for I think even Cheddar Case was saying, "Hey, there was a job fair, but no jobs." It's like, what the hell? So that's more of a what more of a
Right.
sign do we need to be like, okay, if you want to continue doing fun things, like I don't need money to buy fancy cars and things. I just want money to keep building. So how do I do that without having to sell my soul and work for like I've been looking on LinkedIn, which is fucking I think is hurts my soul, like kind of a place. It's like I know there's good people there, but it's like a lot of it's so corporate. I'm like, I can't talk corporate talk. I'm like this weird
No,
fringe nosebleed section person doing weird things that like
I
if
know.
they want you want them to understand, you have to talk in a certain way. It's like, no, I want to do stuff to give away stuff for free. I don't want to have people to pay. It's like everyone's like, oh, you can make teachers like pay for this. It's like, fuck no. I just want to make things and give it away so people can use it for free. And like that model isn't really, it's hard to make it viable, right? It's like I still have to eat, right? And pay bills. And so kind of like in that weird realm of like, what do I do that's different? Because obviously what I've been doing isn't working anymore. So like, I don't know. That's where my brain is, if that makes any sense.
No, it does, and the it's a tough time in the tech space broadly. I think because a lot of people are just downsizing, in lieu of using AI to replace people and everything. It's a sector that's easily like uh, not completely able to be outsourced, obviously, because you need people driving these AI bots and everything. But I think it's just really difficult to get like a traditional job in tech. I think at this point, let alone Web3, unless you're like sort of on the inner of some of these like AI platforms and everything. But I think I think we're at a weird point where like I don't know, like much like you, I can identify with what you're saying because I feel like I'm like pretty unemployable by like I'm not getting hired by Coinbase. Like I've been talking shit on Coinbase for years now, and I really don't get down with their ethos. It's not why I got into like Web3 and everything. And it feels like they're just eating everything right now. And there's no way I'm gonna like. It's not why I'm out here. I don't want to go work for like Wells Fargo or whatever. I
No,
really
I
just want
know.
to be an accountant or something.
You get
If
it.
I wanted to do that shit. Right, right. So I'm not accountant. I don't want to do that shit. But there's no, and so I'm like, fuck. I think there's a lot of like really positive things going for builders, but I think we're at a really weird inflection point where it's up to us to sort of build our own path forward and
Yeah.
build enough independent shit that, and I think that there's the capacity out there to build independent shit now with the toolkits that are out there. But I'm like, no one's paying anyone up front for anything right now, but you have seen some success stories here and there where people are able to leverage their skills and leverage these tools to build stuff that it would have taken a whole fucking team and
Yeah.
time to do a year ago, and they're able to leverage that into either monetizing that or into an opportunity or something along those lines. And I'm like, it's a roundabout fucking way, but I feel like that's sort of the path forward for me at the moment. And there's a lot of good shit going on out here. The Whip is like a great community with a lot of really smart, passionate people here that have all sort of been continuously building in this community direction of the building out the Web3 metaverse for years now. So I'm like, I don't know. We somehow manifested a hype cycle, a few years ago that create a lot of opportunities for everything. And it just seems like everything objectively with what we're working with is so much better now than it was then that possibly I'm delusional, but it also seems like keep cracking at something like the shit's getting better. We're only closer to the vision than we were, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. It's just like how to survive. Like usually it would be like, oh, you could create multiple surfboards and it was easy to catch the next wave. Now it's been like the ocean's been pretty flat and I'm like paddling around, like going, okay, where the hell is the island? And like
Yeah, now it feels you gotta someone to their
Yeah,
surfboard.
I gotta be, or you gotta like hook up to like a bird, like hey, or find some wind, or make yourself. Basically, we're making our own sails to try to move around without the waves and the wind. Maybe the wind can help us, and then if not, we're just paddling with our hands, and then just kicking or like tying our surfboards together and all paddling together somewhere. God knows what. So yeah, at this point, it's just kind of like
There's this.
rolling with the punches almost. And just like when I hear some not so great news, which I recently heard some other stuff I don't want to get into, but like I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do, like you can either be sad or just be like, okay, what am I gonna do because that isn't working out, or what can I do now instead of like sulking. It's like I think this place has made me like feel like a bit of an armadillo. Like, okay, so I'm tough skin. Like, how do I take that and continue? Trudging.
Yeah, yeah. There's not much left, which is kind of wild, and I think that's really where if we're going broad strokes here, where Web3 has lost the thread because prediction markets and lottery casino shit
I know.
has its place, but it's not it. It's not what's going to get the next generation involved or interested in what's going on. It's just sort of building like another DraftKings, empire kind of thing, or whatever the sports betting shit is and everything. And again, like fine, there's that has its place and that's a thing and everything, but it's not. My kid doesn't care about that, but they are interested in Roblox and meeting up with their friends in virtual environments, and they do understand digital assets, and they would understand if those digital assets were transferable. And I feel like we've really lost the thread as a Web3 community over the past like couple years when the VCs came in and tried to like monetize everything. But creating using the technology to create a space that is actually interesting and welcoming and potentially profitable to people in like a non-predatory way. Like we have all the ingredients,
Yeah.
and they've proven to be interesting to people in Web 2. So I don't know, but I'm like, shit. Every time we come back here, I'm like, another few projects have closed their doors.
I know.
And it's all stuff that affects the Web3 metaverse and everything. And so
Yep.
I don't know. At least we got J Elf.
I know we got all the nice guests here.
Out with us here in DCL, right? There's still a handful of us.
Look, we got Dr. Drip, the OG wearable creator, badass. Fred Elf is here. Joni, Leilani-san, and Darley. How do you say? And then a couple others that have been in and out. And oh, there you are, J Elf. Yeah, running around with awesome wearables. But yeah, it's kind of like
Dr. Drip's pigeon emote is fantastic.
I know. Dr. Drip's been around forever.
So that's the kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right? But like, this is what we need to make this better. Where I can right now, if I have enough, like, I'm sort of like giving away the secret sauce here or whatever, right? But I'm like, if I have enough DCL credits, or if I have enough mana in my wallet, I should be able to hop into DCL, and I should be able to spin up whatever emote I want with their AI chat thing and be like, I want frogs just like jumping on my head, and that's what I want the emote to be. And AI spits it out. Right, we're getting close to that, right? We've seen stuff like that before. And we're playing around with the DCL builder, which is like helping people build in that direction. But I'm like, we need the next layer and level of interesting shit to start the next cycle, to get the next round of people in here interested in what's going on. And I think all the tools that we have had up until like the past year have gotten us to this point, but I don't know. I think we could sort of turbocharge the metaverse. I think on a long enough continuum, it plays out well for those of us who are able to stick around and be in it. And it would be dope if like someone would make it rain on the community in a non-predatory way and give those enthusiasts some runway to continue to build dope shit without having to be destitute.
And that's one of those nice things about this whole immersive arts community, that we've given a chance to, help support some of these creators that we've known. I mean, this is coming to an end soon, so by the end of the month, these the immersive arts community is done, and we have two awesome guests coming up. Untitled XYZ will be back, and Augie with the cool emote that he's been working on. And I mean, it's been a lot of fun having to have some funds to help pay other creators to do amazing things. So that I love
No,
doing
that's
that.
tough. No, it's huge, and there's just not a lot of stuff out there like that. And some of these creators are such legends that deserve much more than that. It's nice to be able to support them and throw a little bit of change their way, and also highlight what they've been working on. And these are the people that have really nothing would be what it was without these people. And it's wild how much money has cycled through Web3 and metaverse in this space, broadly speaking, and we know all the people who built all this shit, and they're still here. Like a lot of them, a lot of us didn't catch the ride off into the sunset wave of money that came through. It was like sort of a weird thing that layered on top of this entire space that time. So it's cool to highlight these people who are absolute legends, and nothing exists without a very small community who really knows this shit inside out. So shout out to you, Fractalians, for pulling a lot of them through this and wrangling Augie for an emote.
I can't wait to see. I know. And then we get to have Untitled back again, and he was awesome. He actually, I sent a couple like questions to some builders, and he's the only one who's actually gotten back to me. So I give him kudos, and hopefully I'll have that video edited. I'm going to share it during one of the workshops, whenever Hawaii workshops do happen. And it's just him, talking about his journey and also tips for educators and students. And dude, it was so beautifully said. Like everything he said was like, he's just a genius and so kind and so thoughtful, and like all his videos that all of the stuff he's done, when back in the day he did all those metaverse things with vertical crypto, all these people that like we know them, but like it's so wonderful that regardless of what happens in Web3, I feel so blessed to have gotten to work with people like you, people like Augie, people like Untitled, and all the other amazing people that have been in and out. And sometimes it's sad because it's like everyone goes back into their little cubbies when things aren't happening, and then they come back out, and it's we all kind of go through our cycles of recovery and like, but regardless, I'm just grateful to have gotten to work with everyone.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's really difficult to surround yourself with forward-thinking people, like broadly speaking. I feel like, and that's like one of the best things about the space for me is that exactly what you're saying. Like, it's giving me the opportunity to just surround myself with people way smarter than me. I go to ETH Denver, and I'm like having conversations with you fall into this bucket too, Fractalian, and I'm having conversations with people like yourself and Trizlet and Epic Dylan, and I'm like, part of me sometimes has some imposter syndrome, like what the fuck am I doing talking to these people in the first place? But then I'm like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm surrounding myself with people who are smarter than myself in the stuff that I'm interested in and everything. And a lot of the people who are left and who are still out here building are fucking brilliant. And it's cool to just have access to this community and just be able to pick people's brains. And like I said, I'm working with Trizlet. We're building some weird shit. It's going to help out, and maybe it's a good one for the metaverse across the board. Open it up and everyone can use it.
We just had Emotional just commented amen, and I'm like, we have to have Emotional on. He's like one of the ultimate OG builders. I love him.
Hell yeah.
Like, okay, we
Definitely.
still have a few shows. We have guests for almost all of them. Maybe we can get one more guest. I'll have to reach out because
Yeah,
I love.
you're more
He's been
than welcome
doing
here.
stuff in across so many different metaverses, and just like I've always loved all his awesome, crazy builds and resources, and you know. But yeah, just wanted to give him a
Yeah,
shout
I have
out.
an OG, fairly large emotional picture in my on canvas, hanging on downstairs in my place from, I don't
Oh,
know,
nice.
2020 or something, before they switched their style up a little bit. So it's cool. I'm proud of that one.
No, love it.
I got the
Well,
NFT associated with it too, somewhere, whatever. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, bring emotional through.
I know.
That'd
I'll
be
reach
dope.
out to be like, hey, be our friend. We just
Hell
invite the
yeah.
people we love, and I mean, well, we love a lot of people, but there's only so much time, and that we have during these things. But we would love to invite even more people, and it's for that again back. It's just great to be able to do that, and but yeah, the whip has always been. That's why I was so stoked that you were willing to do this when we did start it almost 6 months ago. And then when this ends, whenever it ends or whatever happens to it, then the whip is always there. And I definitely recommend everyone here who hasn't been, definitely check it out. Thursdays at uh, 3 p.m. EST, right?
3 p.m.
I always get it wrong
Yep,
because I want to say
this time
the.
right now.
I know this time right now.
Right this time, right this second on Thursday, come through. We're Stan coming on this week, and then Xerox Quan. So people who are
Oh,
in
awesome.
DCL right now, hanging out, listening to this, these are DCL legends as well as Web3 legends. So and both of them, like I forget how I came about them, but both of them are working on new stuff, and not that it's not always worth going and checking out what they're working on and have worked on in the past, but anytime those two are like, yo, we got something fresh that we're working on, I'm like, yup, come through. So should be a good one. Come through 48 hours from now. If you're confused, the countdown should work. Thewhipmeetup.com. Thanks to Fractillions and all the incredible tools that she's put at my disposal that I was afraid of at first. So appreciate you.
I'm still afraid of all of them, and I don't care. I just break it. I'm like, okay, I guess that didn't work, right? You just jump back and do something else, and but definitely, I think one of these I want to go. If I do go get my Mac Mini to see, I won't connect it to any computer that has any crypto things. It needs to have its own life. We need to do a session with just that.
Right.
Just be like, didn't you
No,
have your setup? Did any? No, you're going to or no?
yes, no, I need to get back to tinkering with it. I'm close, and I just
Okay,
haven't had
cool.
a chance to mess with it.
Okay, I'll be
But
asking
between
you.
this week and next week, I will give it a shot.
Oh, awesome. So emotional just sends love
Yeah.
you guys deeply. Well, I said right back at you. Love emotional. So
Hell yeah,
I'll definitely
likewise.
let's do a group DM and see if we can get him on. And would love to have Dr.
Good
Drip
shit.
on too, because he could talk so much about all the amazing things he's done. There's so many people looking at the audience. I want every single one of you to hang out with us. But yeah, I think that's a wrap for today. It's thanks for everyone hanging out and listening to us ramble throughout our technical, which is typical, like we're saying. That's what we're known for. Oh, it's the
Yeah,
two of them.
totally.
What's not going to work for them today? Today we had a whole array that we didn't experience before. So, yeah,
Today, once again, I learned 10 minutes too late that sometimes turning it off and turning it on is
that's
the
what
best
works for
solution.
me.
So
That's exactly
there we
what
have
worked for me.
it.
And thanks for all the people listening on Twitter. This is the largest group we've had on Twitter. So I was like, what? Why am I showing up on there? Oh, I guess people are watching today. And if you missed anything, it's also
That's what's
streamed
up.
on YouTube. And yeah. And next was it next week? Well, we'll talk. We'll see who we can get for next week. But we have again Augie and Untitled coming up for his final build. And be sure you fill out the form that I dropped in the chat. It's only in world that you can access that. So you'll be eligible for the emote. Everyone will get one. You don't have to win it, right? So that'll be. I can't wait for that. So we can just give away a bunch of really cool. We'll definitely make it more limited. We'll do we're not going to have it be like a huge amount since it's going to be only the people that showed up for this can have it. So if you're here, I'm taking screen captures. So, but I want everyone. If you fill out the form, it'll make it much easier, so I don't miss anybody.
Fill out the form.
You fill
So
out the
thanks,
form.
everybody.
Thanks. Okay.
See you next week.
Bye.
Later, Fractillion.
Later. Hey Z, I need to use the bathroom real quick.